All right, so I'm here with Irene from Singapore, who took the ICF Credential course with me for this very first launch. And I have a couple of questions for Irene. So the first one is, what was your experience with the course? What would you say sticks with you now, like a month after the course?
Okay. Well, what my experience was that personal sharing from the facilitators in Mercy and Carol, and it come across to me that they were very sincere in the way they share their own personal experience, what they and it gave me the feeling that they are not telling me that while they are like the top notch coaches, but they are telling me that they are really went through the challenges very much like everybody who had from the beginning, and they were very sincere in sharing that without any fear that they were being judged, even though they are in the positions of facilitators and trainers at this point in time. For
Oh,
me,
good.
yeah.
Well, that's good to hear because I'm always encouraging coaches to let go of the fear of performing or, listening to themselves on a recording. So I'm glad we created that culture around that. Um, so my next question is, what made you choose a course rather than just mentor coaching?
Okay. I think in the course there are still some basics that we need to go back to. So in everything that I learned, I believe that the basics is important. So even I've been this for a while now at PCC level, but I think sometimes we forget
Hmm.
what we learned, and in the course of doing the coaching in the practice, we develop other habits that we're not aware of. And so in the sessions, as in like lessons, what then come across to me is that I'm reminded, hey, these are really the basics.
Mhm.
And with other students on the in the program, then there's a lot of bouncing off. Okay, this is what we think, this is how they would interpret it, and this is how they would put it into practice, that kind of stuff. So that was very interesting.
Okay, great. Good to hear that. So let me ask you this. If another coach came to you who was considering going for their next level of credential, whether it be PCC or MCC, what would you tell them about the course?
Okay, I would really share the same experiences that I've just shared with you.
Mhm.
On top of that, I would say there's I think one of the things that I felt very unique here that I really want to share with other friends I think are considering this
Mhm.
is that, and in comparison with other courses that I've attended, it is really that personal touch. I
Mm.
felt I felt there was so much personal attention, even though we were in a group.
Mhm.
And so if I say somebody comes along and say, hey, where should I go to? I'll say, you can try these two wonderful ladies. Uh, I'm not gonna like sell, as in like really hard sell, but I say, look, if I felt this thing, I'm only sharing with you. I think the best thing to do is go and try this yourself, and you know
Oh,
it.
beautifully said. Thank you. And yeah, like talk to me, talk to Carol, talk to Irene, and we'll tell you in all honesty how it was for us. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.